It's your favorite time of the week. Melissa just said potatoes. I don't know what that is referencing, although it made me think of vodka. About a
Mm.
half hour ago, I was at the gym and there was a guy using a giant vodka bottle, presumably as a water bottle, but I didn't check
Nice.
his breath. So who
Classy.
knows?
Whatever gets you through the workout.
Who knows? Um, anyway, we got a lot to talk about. It's Star Trek and Chill. Kick off your shoes, hang out, throw your shirt off, take your pants off, whatever you do, put your robe on, get your pipe going, whatever, who knows what people do nowadays.
Right.
I don't know.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Happy Friday to everybody. Please make sure you like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon for notifications. If you're listening in, give us a 5-star rating and a nice review. We'd really appreciate it. We've got so much to discuss. There's a new Star Trek comedy being developed. Okay, that's already cool. But what's even cooler is that it's going to be kind of centering around some Star Trek Deep Space Nine characters. Maybe you've heard of that show. So that's pretty exciting. Let the speculation begin there. I know I'm speculating hard for that one. And what else do we have? There's Star Trek Nashville coming up in Murfreesboro, which I've never heard of, but it's really, Nashville area. There's all kinds of cool Star Trek and Star Trek adjacent stuff to discuss. But here's the big news, everybody. JJ Lendl is here.
It's big news. Hi, everybody.
All the way from
it is kind of big
Pittsburgh
news. I was saying I've been very under the radar this summer. Because I've got a little tiny baby peanut, little boy we've been taking care of. So it's nice to be with Trekkies.
You also had a tornado?
We also had a tornado, yes. Here
My
in
department, how dare you?
Actually, we had 4 tornadoes somehow.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I guess the one came, they were like off of Lake Erie, and the one dissipated right at the edge of our city, and it knocked out all the power, and we didn't have power all of last week, or cell phone service. So it was like the opposite of Star Trek. Like
did somebody say radar? That's Katie's cat's name. Meteorologist Katie's here.
Hey, how's it going? I have to say, I think I might have screwed up the fruit this week.
Wait, what?
It's supposed to be oranges,
so no,
right?
It's oranges. It's oranges.
Oh.
It was externally an orange, and then I cut into it and it's red. So I don't know if it's the right. No one told me there were different oranges.
Is it a blood orange?
No, it's not a
no. It was like a cara or something. Cara.
Cara. I think that's the Spanish word for heart, right? So maybe it's a kind that they called it that because of the color.
It looks like flesh, so yeah.
Well,
the camera's actually making it look more like an orange than it is.
It does.
Looks like a muscle.
There's my neon pink phone, and it kind of makes it look a little redder. But
were we supposed to bring fruit?
No, just Katie.
I'm like panicking
depends.
over
Have
here.
you not had fruit your entire life? Because if not, hop on the bandwagon.
What? I've got some bananas upstairs.
Ooh.
Haven't had those
Blueberries.
yet? Had those.
Yeah. I think my daughter ate all the
Katie's only had a couple fruits in her life, so every week she tries a new one.
Wow.
Today she'll be trying an orange for the first time in her life.
Wow.
JJ.
So we're at the very
as an orange.
If you're trying an orange now, we're early in the journey of fruit, right?
There's a lot to go.
Just getting to oranges.
We've had some. We had a fair amount, but yeah, there's still more to go.
Well, Jenny R. Johnson is here, and she's got the list right here for us all.
I have the list. These are the ones she's tried, and these are the scores she's given them so far.
I hate raspberries with a burning passion.
Keeping in
You
mind,
gave strawberries a 2?
Yep.
It was an awful strawberry.
Not a big berry fan, except for blueberry. She loves the blueberry.
She loves
dingleberries.
Yeah. And these are all fruits she's never had before. This is very exciting stuff.
I appreciate you keeping a chart of it.
This is what I do.
That's fascinating.
Now, we also have Melissa Longo, who's here, whose favorite fruit is not dingleberry, but it is top 5, she said.
Really?
I don't know about that.
Didn't know that was an actual
almost
thing.
raised my hand, but I don't know about that. I do like fruit very, very much. And it varies on the day on which one is my favorite.
Yeah. That's fair.
My favorite fruit, I wish, was dragon fruit because then it would sound really cool, but it's not as cool as it sounds. It's just like a thing. I don't even know, like a berry or something. My name is Ryan T. Husk. Okay. Hello to everybody in the live chat. Look, we see Mark, Fran, One Trek Fan. What's up? EGT Entertainment. Hey, Joel, John, Lucia. We got some guarana from
So
you that I'm going to be
delicious.
trying today.
It's so good.
It really is.
Nice.
Linda Anderegg, Joshua, Bob D. Bob D was tweeting us about, he says, still got the dessert waiting in the freezer. Got to grab that soon. He had like an orange dessert in honor of you trying a dessert for the first time, Katie.
It looked pretty good from the pictures.
Right?
And May Borello's here, Glenn Iverson. We see all of you, Dave Gregory. All right, so let's get into it. JJ, what are you drinking today?
I'm drinking water because I'm the most exciting man on the planet.
Is it Lake Erie water?
Yes, I went over to Lake Erie. I plunged my thermos in there, and when my hand came back up, it was just a skeleton hand. So I went to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, Lake
I
Erie.
love a good mystery.
What about you, Jenny? Oh, good. What are you drinking?
Well, I've got water. I've got 2 end cans of Zevia that I had laying around all day. This is Zevia Cola. One was with dinner and the other one I was painting with. But now I've also moved on to my sparkling faux rosé, delicious.
So pretty.
It is pretty, and it's called Groovy, which I really enjoy.
Groovy.
Oh, it's spelled so classy.
Right?
Groovy.
Yeah, with the little what's that called with the umlaut, or no? Is that what is that?
Umlaut? Is that what you're talking about?
I call them the eye pokers, but that's just me.
Snake eyes.
Anyway, delicious.
Very nice.
What about you, Katie? What are you drinking to wash down that? Who knows if it's ripe orange?
Yeah, I'm genuinely scared of this one. I have my water, but then I was walking through the store and I heard the sounds of Canada, and I looked up and saw clearly Canadian, which says it's sparkling water, but it has 25 grams of sugar.
Oh yeah,
so I'm pretty sure it counts as a soda.
That's where the sparkle comes from.
You're gonna love it.
You think I'd love it, but it is strawberry flavored, so
you're still gonna love it.
Yeah.
Whoa.
You know,
You just had a
strawberries and strawberry flavor are very different.
Yes.
As far as
oh
I'm
my gosh, like
Very
it
much
hits
so.
your nose.
Oh yeah.
Oh, let's.
That is
yeah, what?
that is a
happens?
flashback to the 90s, my friend.
It smells
I
like
know.
Bonnie Bell Lip Smacker tasted.
Yeah, exactly.
It's delicious. In my opinion.
Oh, this is going to be a problem for me because I like this.
They also have raspberry and blackberry and peach.
And peach.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That tastes, if anyone wanted to ever like just down a Bonnie Bell lipstick, that's what it tastes like.
What's a Bonnie Bell lip? Is that like the ice cream
Like the lip
brand?
smackers.
That's like
the-
little
yeah.
kids' chapsticks. Yeah.
Oh. What's the ice cream brand I'm thinking of that sounds like Bonnie Bell?
Bluebell.
Bluebell. Yeah, that's the one.
Hmm.
That is dangerously close to something not appealing.
I was just
Yeah,
thinking of that.
Melissa, no. What are you drinking,
that probably
Melissa?
would sell.
I'm drinking guava LaCroix.
Oh.
Nice.
You don't like guava, JJ?
No, I was just trying to pronounce La Croix. La Croix.
Katie, I'm gonna guess you've never had a guava.
I've never had a guava. I didn't know that was a thing necessarily.
They have good
Pretty delicious
nectar.
fruit.
They
Maybe
do. They do
curd.
have good nectar.
Does
They
it
do
taste
have
like a
good
grape?
nectar. You might think so.
Because if it does, I'm down.
20% of us may think so.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
JJ, my
everybody,
taste buds are broken, so
Wow.
Just
they're
so
not
you know.
even developed yet.
I'm so fascinated. I want to ask you so many questions right now, but I'm just gonna. I don't want. I don't want to.
There will be a time for it.
We'll have
Believe me,
additional
we
Okay.
go in.
Oh, yeah.
We go in.
Okay.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm gonna have this guarana that was given to me
Yay!
by
Ooh, yes.
our good friend Lucia Raz out in Brazil. I used to have this all the time when I first moved to LA and I
Oh,
was living in
cool.
Venice,
Mhm.
and it was delicious. I had a Brazilian roommate, and Brazilian people, they'll be the first to admit, I'm not the only one saying this, they're crazy people. But they know how to party,
Mhm.
for good or bad. And I used to drink the heck out of this, and I realized there was caffeine in it. No wonder I loved it so much. It got me all
Oh.
zippy. But this is gonna be my first time having it in like goodness gracious knows how long that
That's
is.
lovely.
Great balls of fire.
If it
I
awakens
love it
something
so
in you.
much.
You start speaking Portuguese.
Mhm.
That's so good. Tutto bem.
Mhm.
Mhm.
I drank
That
mine
is very good.
at the Rat Pack. So now I
Mm.
have that flavor wrapped in love.
I drank
weird
mine
thing to
the
say.
first Star Trek and Chill back from Vegas.
Nice, yeah.
Yeah, you
this is
did last week.
Lovely
Mhm.
memories.
Thank you, Lucia. Very nice of you.
Yes.
Also, look at this goodie. Mango
Ooh.
licorice. I'm gonna try this
Yes.
too. Well, thank you for this.
Mm.
Delicious.
Yeah.
So I'll try this right now. And then after
There's one-
that, I think Katie needs to try it. Orange.
Yes.
Orange.
Mmm.
That's so yummy.
Tastes like grape.
Good.
So it is yummy.
Mhm.
I always am interested when it comes to flavored licorice because licorice is such a pronounced flavor by itself.
Right. It is.
Does
Yeah,
it
if
play
it's like
nicely
a
with others?
fruit flavored, does it taste like licorice or does it taste, is it just sort of the consistency of licorice?
It's like it doesn't have black licorice flavor,
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
and it doesn't have the strawberry red Twizzlers kind of flavor. It just tastes like mango in licorice form.
Hmm.
Licorice vessel, but flavor.
And it's
of mango.
plant-based too, by the way, I'll have you know.
Yeah.
Mhm. Mhm.
That's really cool.
Hmm.
All right,
Hooray,
we've
hooray.
waited long enough. Before we get to the orange, Katie, I have a surprise for you. Somebody emailed us and said something to the effect of, I just found your channel a month or so ago when Aaron Waltke posted on Mastodon he was going to be on
Nice.
Star Trek and Chill, and have been watching since. The whole Katie
Hey.
trying fruit thing is unexpectedly compelling. And well, I made some fan art.
No
You guys
way.
want to see the
This is
fan
so
art?
Awesome.
Oh my
Oh my
God.
gosh, yes.
Yes, yes.
JJ's
Oh, I needed
lighting
this
up
this
right
week.
I'm
now.
like,
I need to see it.
I really want to see this.
He's like, this fruit thing
I-
is a
I-
real
'cause
thing.
I'm enamored
He's like,
with
I'm
this
not
too.
being punked
Yeah.
right now.
Oh my God.
This is a real thing.
It's
Here it
so much
comes.
fun.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
That's so cute.
Oh my gosh.
Tastes like a grape. Oh my gosh. This is awesome.
Oh, what the hell?
That's so cool.
I
That
love
is
this.
so
I was
awesome.
noticing the
this.
different shape of eyes too. This is
Yeah,
parallelogrammy.
I love
These are kind of
that.
rectangular.
Mm.
These are, what are these, trapezoids? I don't even remember what my shapes are
Yeah,
anymore.
they're
I barely-
trapezoids. Well done.
That is so well done.
This is so awesome.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I love this.
I
love
need you.
this
I need
so
that.
much.
I will print that out and put it next to my computer. That is fantastic.
I
That's
love that they
super
even have
cute.
the timestamp on it. Like,
I know.
There's so
know.
much
Yeah, great,
little
doesn't it?
detail there. Yeah.
that's so
That's actually pretty
great.
accurate to when we are right now.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Thank
That
you
is
so
brilliant.
much. That is so cool.
A lot of fun.
That's
So hopefully they're
amazing.
watching right now and we can thank them.
Yeah.
Thanks very much for that. That was a lot of fun. Really cool. I just saw that a couple hours ago. I was like, whoa, this is great.
So awesome.
Got to use it. All right.
Yes.
Without further ado, Katie, eat your rotten fruit.
Yeah. Well, no, because it looks. If I described it in a word, it'd be pithy,
Mhm.
maybe. So I'm not too confident. I think I'm gonna go with this slice. This slice looks a little bit more forgiving.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay.
Yeah, that does look-
Smiles.
yeah.
Yeah.
No. No.
Just keep chewing.
Mm.
Just keep chewing.
The flavor's there.
But is it a good flavor?
Is the texture off?
It's the texture.
Mm.
Really?
It's like, is it mealy? It's not juicy?
It's
Oh no.
you if you shaved erasers and you put them into a mashed potato kind of
Mhm.
consistency.
Mhm.
Yum.
Oh, it's stuck in my
I'm
teeth.
wondering if I'm wondering where you're getting this fruit because
Yeah.
like an accurate orange.
I feel like we need an orange do-over.
I
This is like a
do.
biblically accurate orange. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Biblically?
gonna have to try.
Well, because
With 1,000 eyes.
Yeah, it's got all these little
if you're tasting feeling the texture more than the juice,
Yeah.
then I think it's probably an old orange
Yes.
because
great.
most
Mhm.
oranges you get the juice first. Well, in
Yeah.
my opinion, you get the juice and not so much.
So I just need to
think
like vampire just
I think you want
okay,
like
yeah,
a
no,
navel,
without the pulp, it's
navel
actually really
orange.
good.
Navel
Yes.
orange.
a navel
Yeah.
orange.
It's a good idea.
Which
I'm just gonna lick it.
tastes better than it sounds, by the way.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. 'Cause
Interesting.
When you cut
Okay.
it, when you cut that sucker, it should be like juicy and not do that to you.
Should be juicy. Yeah.
Yeah, it's not supposed to be like a trying
Oh, no.
experience. It's supposed to be pleasant.
This-
Usually when
this one
people bite into
hurts.
an orange, like, okay, who's with me on this?
Mhm.
When you would have a soccer game back in the day when we were young tykes, and we would play soccer, and usually somebody's parents every
Yeah.
week,
Oh my
hey,
gosh.
put an orange in his mouth.
Sorry.
Put
His
a-
his big
Oh,
sister's
dude.
going to bed and he was a little cranky, so he's coming down with Papa for a little bit.
Put an
Welcome
orange
to our
in
club.
there.
This is Robin James. He's our little baby
Hi,
boy.
James.
He turned 3 months old this week.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Can you say
Whoa.
anything? He's the strong silent type.
He seems pretty nonplussed by the whole
my
thing.
gosh.
He's sleepy.
Welcome
Oh
to the
my gosh,
internet.
those cheeks.
But he's focused.
Right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Sorry to completely take over
No, not at
the
all.
conversation.
Derail orange talk? How dare
Yeah.
you?
Please save us from this as I throw it in the garbage.
Oranges are rough as far as I'm concerned. They're so like they can be so mealy. It's just
Mhm.
like
That's what the mealy. That's the
Yeah.
descriptor for this.
That's usually when they're too old.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
well,
I
then there
mean,
must be
before
I don't
they're
know. Most of the
rotten.
oranges I encounter are way too mealy, and I just
Oh.
feel like oranges were meant to be squeezed.
Mm-hmm.
That is the optimum orange, like not a solid, but a liquid. Some fruits, great as solids. Oranges, just squeeze them. Be done with it.
Have you
that's
ever
my PSA.
tried
Hmm.
blended oranges? My mom does this, right? You peel the oranges, you drop them in a blender, and it's like an orange mousse. That's like a big chunk of
Ooh.
pulp that you drink.
Ooh.
And it's actually really good. But you don't
I
seem like
do
you
like
like
a
that.
pulpy. I do like a pulpy orange juice, so that might actually be
Me
right up my
too.
alley.
I like my
Yeah.
peanut
like to, like,
butter with
chew it.
crunch, and I
Yes.
like my orange juice with pulp. I want to feel
Yeah.
like I'm eating
I want
like
to chew my
mulch.
juice. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
like a 4-year-old because I'm like, I want the creamiest peanut butter there is. I don't want an ounce of pulp. Just I want to imagine that this was liquid the entire time.
Uh-huh.
That it came from nothing else. So right, Robin?
Wow.
Yeah, he agrees.
Wow. I could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
Ooh.
I gotta say, I do like a nice fresh human. Mm. Look at him.
Say
Look
hi.
at him.
Get a little closer.
Give me
He has
your
no idea
cheese.
what is going on.
Right?
But that's all the time. But
Mhm.
so
So
you,
cute.
He's
wanna
so
smile at them? Here.
cute.
Oh my goodness.
say hi.
He's like, you took my passport away.
All right, we've got a poll in the live chat now, everybody. The question is peanut butter and orange juice, crunchy and pulpy, or creamy and no pulp?
I can't answer this.
Y'all know the right
question.
answer.
The right answer is crunchy and pulpy.
I can't.
Y'all know the
Oh,
right
question.
answer.
Oh no.
Mhm.
Let the baby
Elise?
decide. Babies are honest.
I like milky.
Yeah.
I like the milk. Do you like
Melissa,
the-
how do you say octopus in Spanish?
No.
Damn, I think it's pulpa, isn't it?
Is it?
I think so.
Isn't like a mini
No.
butterfly a pupa? Like that
Well,
halfway between
Yeah.
caterpillar and butterfly?
Isn't it like Cameroon
Pulpa.
or something? But
Oh, what?
like and I think I'm saying it wrong. Because you have fried octopuses and those are like camarón or something like that.
Or
Hmm.
calamari,
Yeah, that's probably that.
right?
Mm.
Yeah.
Hmm.
His eyes got really big.
All right, we've done it.
Being so good.
We've gone live for 26 minutes without talking about Star Trek, but we're about to now.
But I have one more thing to add
Ooh.
about
Okay, I'm ready.
oranges.
Yes.
Yes.
I would suggest trying like a mandarin
Okay.
orange that's
Or
easily,
clementine.
Yeah.
or clementine that's easily peelable with no
Okay.
seeds.
Yep.
You just pop the
Ooh,
thingies in
There
your
were
mouth.
seeds in that?
Yes.
Sometimes.
Have seeds.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
No, but,
But
you can get seedless,
Oh,
oranges.
yeah. Yeah.
But,
But you wanna-
mandarin oranges, or cutie pie.
Okay.
Cutie
Yeah.
pie oranges,
Mhm.
they're little
like-
and they're juicy and they're sweet.
Yeah.
So an orange charcuterie board.
I mean,
Work.
I can.
yeah.
I will sample them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And just be,
Yeah.
be aware that if you find a lot of give, you're gonna probably find dryness inside. There's some level of give that like the
Right.
skin is a little bit loose and it's peelable, and that's fine. But if it's like a little too or like
So, like,
old and
not
This is
golf
my-
ball, but not dodgeball. Like
Yeah.
in between.
This is my other question, because
Ooh.
since you're so unacquainted with fruit, do you have someone going to purchase the fruit with you to give you the ins and outs, to be like, you know what, this isn't right. You
I
should
think
not eat
she's
this.
winging
This
it.
is the wrong color.
Like-
Your banana should not be green when you're peeling. You
Well,
you need like a specialist to assist you with the purchasing so that you can have the
You
most
do.
optimum experience when tasting.
so I
You
My-
do
Mostly
agree
been
with
my
you.
mom.
Okay. All
Mhm.
right.
Bless her heart. She's
Good.
like, yeah, I'll pick up what fruit do you need this week? What did Ryan and the gang want you to have this week? I was like, oh, yep, we're
They
having
are a
this.
gang.
You.
What a
So,
terrible gang
yeah.
you've fallen in with.
Oh, freaking
Oh,
cute.
such a good gang.
And by the way, I'm sorry for
Side.
moving us into Star Trek. We're not ready for that. We still have to do the poll on what
We do.
Katie needs to do next. So we do.
Yes.
In the poll, we do avocado every single week because it
Okay.
never wins.
It's moving up. Though.
And I get so mad every time I eat an avocado. I think, how are people not picking avocado for Katie to try? This is really pissing me off. No offense.
But now it's kind
And
of a
then-
game.
So we've
Let's
got
not pick
avocado.
avocados.
I put clementine in there.
Yeah.
What are the other two?
Okay.
Guava?
Oh, guava.
Guava?
Yeah.
How
Oh, that was
about,
my morn impression, by the way.
Yeah.
There you go. It's pretty good.
Mm.
Have you tried cantaloupe yet?
I have not
No.
tried cantaloupe.
No.
Let's do it.
It's like
Cantaloupe.
another genre of
Yeah. Yeah.
like
The melon family
genre.
is
Yeah.
Mhm.
yeah.
Interesting. I don't know,
Here we
whatever it
go.
is, as long as it doesn't burn on the way down, because I'm still feeling that orange.
It does if you light it on fire.
It's true.
Great.
Okay, so what is Katie's next fruit? The options are avocado, clementine, guava, and what she better not do in Vegas, cantaloupe.
Ha!
Amazing. Is that funny?
All right.
Yeah.
Mm.
He's having a great time.
Now I love marmalade actually.
I like
Marmalade.
Marmalade.
Then
I'm not a big orange marmalade fan.
oh,
Truth
actually,
be
like-
Did you know
told.
marmalade is Scottish? Because the Scottish woman, they had oranges and she's like, go get marmalade, but it sounded more like marmalade. And yeah, marmalade was born.
Wow.
Sounded like a Ryan
Okay.
story.
Yeah, I don't even understand what's happening
Actually, I'm pretty
anymore.
sure it's true. I'm like
It
80%
sounds
sure
true.
it's true.
That's fun.
All right, so here's the big news, everybody, that you may or may not enjoy. Oh, and by the way, one final thing. JJ, I blame
Yes.
you for this.
What
In
did
our
I do
previous-
now?
In our previous poll, 68% said creamy and no pulp.
Well,
Well,
you know, Ryan,
Mm.
you
I
didn't
know.
make your case. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say.
I didn't
I
think
made
I
my
had
case.
to. I thought that we lived in a normal, civilized society
Have
with
you
highbrow
looked
palates.
around?
Well,
Have
I
you
think
put your head out the window? We live in
Not
the
often.
opposite of that. But I am glad that
Mhm.
folks like the creamy and the no pulp. I think that that's good. I feel like that's giving me hope. Hope
Well, you
for
know
his
what?
generation.
I think there should have been more options.
We'll be over here chewing
Yeah?
our juice. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Because there
Gosh,
could have
perfect.
been
Those
And I will be
crunchy
drinking
with
my peanut
no
butter
pulp.
because it's going to be
Nice.
as creamy as orange juice. Sans
When I'm
pulp.
drinking orange juice, I want to think, am I chewing on my tongue or the juice? I can't tell anymore. That's what I want to know. Am I
Wow.
destroying my tongue?
Think of any other juice that you would drink, and if it had the consistency of pulpy orange
That's a good
juice,
point.
you would return it to the store. You
Yeah,
would
I
say,
wouldn't want my apple juice
"Ma'am,
to
there's
have
a
like
problem."
chunks in there.
Yes. Yeah. So
To me,
I'd be
it
okay with
just sounds
grape
like
juice,
a
like our-
it's a
smoothie.
juice.
It just sounds like a smoothie.
I suppose.
If I had blended
But it's-
grapes, that'd be good.
Hey, I like my smoothie to be smoother than that.
Oh, really?
There you go.
Now you choose smooth.
I don't want pulp in my smoothie.
You don't want
I'm gonna
pulp
change
in your
hearts and minds.
smoothie?
I want that poll to be 100%. What
Yeah.
do you think?
Oh my god. That doesn't make
Oh
any sense at
gosh.
all.
Chuck A
Goodness.
says prune juice and
Bless you.
chill. I wouldn't
Ooh.
want pulp in my prune juice.
No. I bet Worf
Hmm.
would like that.
Extra protein or
There you
fiber.
go.
Something.
Lucia
my
Ross
horse.
says no peanut butter in Brazil. They have Brazil nut butter. Brazil nut butter. What?
I love Brazil nuts.
I like
Trying to
JJ's
figure out if
face.
that's a pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Wait.
Lucia says she prefers Brazil nut butter.
Hmm.
So
Never had
anyway.
peanut butter.
Hang on. This
With
baby's
some
yawning.
chocolate?
I think this baby's ready to talk about Star Trek.
Yeah, I think so too.
I still can't get over
Here we
how
go.
calm he is.
From TrekMovie.com, live action Star Trek comedy inspired by standalone character episodes, especially from DS9. That's all we need to know. Discuss.
Yeah, no, it's fun because
Mhm.
because the creators Tommy and I don't know how to say his last name, the other dude who pitched the idea to Alex Kurtzman with Tawny Newsome
Mhm.
wanted to see a Trek show.
Looks like Justin Simeon.
Yeah,
Simeon, yeah.
Simeon. That sounds good.
Mm.
But they wanted to see Star Trek series that were standalone episodes, like the one in the picture where they all go to Ryza and Worf is a nut butter and
Like he was without sin, right?
yes, that one. And with Vanessa Williams.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Vanessa Williams.
She's the wind beneath our wings. Wait, no, that's not her.
That's-
What's the one that
that's
she did
blue.
back then?
She saved the
whatever.
best for
The wind.
last.
Save the best for last. Thank you.
Oh.
Much better. Much better.
Or
Please continue.
but so they both they liked Deep Space Nine particularly the best. That's their series. but they love the standalone episodes because you got so much character development in those episodes, and so they wanted to do a show based on that, and so set on a pleasure planet, and then we get to explore all of these different characters without the monster of the week, or maybe there could be the monster of the week.
Yeah.
But a bunch of standalone episodes.
I think it's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Especially as someone that has worked at in restaurants and on resorts and in various forms of customer service. There's a lot of juicy stuff to dig into with that. Like a lot, yeah. And just,
So what I'm
just the idea that you
picturing-
can have people passing through.
Yeah, I'm picturing
Right.
like the Fantasy Island
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah,
vibe,
exactly.
right?
Yeah,
Fantasy Island, where every week there's just like, oh, here comes Morn and his 9 wives or something like that, or 40 children, and they're coming, and it's like a Morn episode. I don't remember if I ever
Yeah.
saw Fantasy Island, but I feel like that's the formula, right?
Yeah.
Fantasy planet.
right.
Yeah.
And so then they could have slightly relevant Star Trek stories, but basically it's just a comedy about, about the aliens that we met on Deep Space Nine, or some of the characters. And I think it said it takes place right around 2400, right? So it's like 20 years after Deep Space Nine or something,
Right.
something thereabouts. So people like, I don't know, just throwing this out there. Jake Sisko could play himself,
Yeah.
Sirach Lofton could play Jake Sisko, I should say, because he's at the right age.
Yep.
Right.
Jadzia Dax. No, she's
Mhm.
dead. Esri Dax can come back. She is. Jadzia
Rude.
Dax is dead.
No one's ever dead in Star Trek.
I
You
mean,
can bring her back.
Jadzia Dax is dead.
Spoilers.
But Esri Dax can be there. We can
Yeah.
have some Julian Bashir showing up and saying,
Mhm.
"My word, this is a nice planet," or something like that.
Get like a
Oh my
silver
God.
fox Julian Bashir. That would be
Right.
really interesting. Now you have a cat with a
being
I
baby.
know.
attacked
I
by
see a
babies.
cat.
Oh my
And
gosh.
the baby.
Hi,
That
Tilly.
is too much cute.
Sorry,
right there.
everybody. I too am excited
Cat butt.
about the idea.
Cat butt.
Everybody happy
Let go of
now?
that tail. Let go of that tail. Let it
Waiting
be
for my
free.
3-year-old to run down the steps and jump on my head. So that's what I love about setting it in the 25th century, is that you can have all of those guest appearances that can happen,
Yeah.
within the story.
Mhm.
Now, I read in the article that there might be some workplace comedy elements, like The
Mhm.
Yeah.
Office or Parks and Rec,
Yeah.
which
Right.
made me wonder if it would be shot like a mockumentary, which would
Yeah.
be something
It
new.
seemed that way, right? Melissa, it says a little bit more there, right?
Yeah, it does. And I read the Parks and Rec and the Office. JJ, you're killing me.
So sorry.
Hilarious.
Oh,
It's hilarious.
that's
I love
The
this.
two babies.
But
that's my
Um,
two babies.
yeah, I didn't initially think mockumentary, but now that you mentioned it, that
Mhm.
makes so much sense, and it would be so funny.
Yeah.
And they did allude to Deep Space Nine not really getting as much attention as some of the other series have gotten in newer Trek.
Yeah,
Mhm.
exactly.
And they were looking to kind of remedy that and
Mhm.
give Deep Space Nine a little bit more love, but not shy away from TNG, because they love Captain's Holiday as well, and
Mhm.
and episodes like that. So
Yeah.
I did initially think, oh, Star Trek Fantasy Island. That's
Mhm.
so cool.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it would be a similar format to DS9 in the fact that, your main characters would be in one place and people would be coming to them,
Yeah.
which is pretty
Exactly,
unique
yeah.
to DS9.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, if it's a
and you could-
mockumentary, Jake could be the one putting it together.
Oh
So
my gosh.
he could spend a
just
lot
falls
of
into
time
place.
on that planet.
He could
There you
be, go with me on this. He could be a series regular.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Right.
even have
Yeah.
to be like an episode
Yeah.
guy. He could be the reporter that's just always there.
Mhm.
Yeah, because that's where the stories happen.
Exactly.
Or that's where the what informants go. Is that what they're called?
yeah, that's where he gets all his tips.
Informer?
Sources. His sources go to this planet and they're so relaxed, and this is how you get information out of people because they're too
Ooh,
busy having
nice.
fun to
Hmm.
and they could play with the comedy stylings of Lower Decks in
Yep.
this new, because that would definitely work for this format,
Yeah.
for this type of
Yeah.
show.
Ooh.
So what I'm
Nice.
thinking is, what are two other characters that we know that could be revisited in this kind of setting?
Quark could.
I was just going to say Quark. Yeah.
Definitely. Mhm.
He
Maybe
definitely
he
could.
works there now. That's where he is. He's on Risa. He's like, there's too much war on Deep Space Nine. That's
Yeah.
right. So Quark,
Could
To
I
see
mean,
Lita
it's-
come back.
Yeah.
And then
Mhm.
you would have to bring Rom.
Rom, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
but
Oh,
he's
yeah.
Nagus, but he could run for
Oh,
anyone
right.
from Risa, right?
Yeah. Right? For
Maybe
sure.
like maybe Julian got tired after the war and he's like, I just want to help tourists who dislocate their shoulder while surfing or something. And so now he's like the medical resident for Risa.
Julian and Garrick
Oh my gosh, yes. Oh my gosh, yes.
just doing color commentary
Yeah.
on loungers
Oh,
like Statler and Waldorf,
yes, I need that so badly.
Garrick
But
does makeovers for people coming to the planet of their wardrobe.
But that
Oh
would
my
mean
gosh.
Esri has to come too, because
Yes. Mhm.
Julian and Esri were a thing at the end of Deep Space
I could
Nine.
also see Harry Kim being
Oh,
there,
yeah.
and they're like, "What are you doing
Yeah.
here?" He's like, "Bro, I've been an ensign for 25 years. I'm retiring.
I'm retiring as an
Going out
ensign.
on the bottom.
Somebody's got it out for me. I'm moving on." And then they hire him at as a bartender, but they're like, "Yeah, but first you got to be a busboy." And
Yeah.
he's like, "Okay, but I'll move up to bartender someday, right?" And they'll be like, "Yeah. Just
Sure.
Oh my God.
bus table 22, pal.
Yeah.
Amazing.
You'll be a
Forever
bartender
busboy.
in no time."
It would be a great if he
Oh,
wasn't in the
gosh.
Delta Quadrant. It would be a great spot for Neelix to pop up.
Yeah.
Pleasure
Hmm.
Planet.
Well, 20 years later, who knows?
Yeah.
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 Yeah, good point. Ooh, I love
Stumbled
that.
through a transwarp conduit on accident.
Mhm.
Oh, this is
Tuvix
where
just shows
you're
up
all
somehow.
from. Amazing.
Oh
Oh,
my
yeah, I really like this
gosh.
idea.
Oh, Matt
Mhm.
Boardman, professional ensign at your service.
Yeah. Everybody make sure to vote in that poll because it is neck and neck right now.
Ooh.
Wow.
Say bye-bye to everybody. I'm going to take this baby upstairs really fast. I'll be back.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
Oh,
I just want to go.
Oh no.
Gosh.
So sad.
His little face. I love
Babies.
baby cheeks.
I wish he left his
Oh my
video on
God.
so we could just look at his background while he's
Yes,
gone
what's
because there's
going
all
on?
kinds of cool stuff back there.
Yeah.
Wow, it's really neck and neck in that poll. All right.
Mhm.
Ooh.
I could try both at the same time.
Mhm.
That would be
Yeah,
disgusting. Avocado and
I don't know.
cantaloupe.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Well,
Who likes smoothies with avocado in them? Because I don't like that idea. I don't like avocados in my smoothie. I don't think I've ever tried it, but I don't want it. And I don't like bananas in my smoothie. I think bananas have no place in my fruit smoothie.
But you're not a fan of creamy stuff anyway, so this makes sense.
mm,
I think they make the smoothies creamier.
I like cream of wheat.
so you like a
Mm.
juicier smoothie than a creamy smoothie?
Yeah. I don't want
Uh,
if I'm getting a smoothie,
Yeah.
I want it to just be fruit juice. Just
Oh,
all fruit.
Interesting.
I don't need any milk. or
Mm.
poop or hay. I don't know what people
Or
put
poop?
in there.
I like throwing a little kale in
A
there.
poop
I like
smoothie?
taking like broccoli
like
stems
kale,
and throwing
too.
them in.
Sometimes spinach, sometimes
Yep.
it depends.
But then that's just like,
Sometimes carrot.
Mhm.
But it
But
depends
do you
on
like
what it's
crunchy
paired
peanut
with.
butter in your smoothies?
No.
oh,
Ew.
just in my mouth.
Well, oh yeah, it depends.
Mm. Hmm.
Yeah, so like if I go into a Jamba Juice or something like that, I just go to the juice sector.
Ah, yeah.
I don't want,
Oh.
and then if they add like a whole bunch of ice in there, I'm like, I'm basically paying for ice.
True.
Hmm.
True.
I don't want ice. I just want it
Yeah.
to be 100% juice.
Hmm.
Just
Not
give
a
me
slushy.
juice, not a Slurpee, no.
Not a
Give me
Slurpee.
juice
Such
or give me
disdain.
death.
And no
Yeah.
avocado in there. Avocado just sounds weird in a fruit smoothie.
You know what you can do? You can take an avocado pit and then throw it in your Vitamix and just like blend it all up and it becomes part of your smoothie and you don't even notice it and it's got lots
Really?
of nutrients. Yeah.
You're allowed to eat
You
the
don't get
pit?
like You don't get like shape. It seems like
No.
you'd be eating like pencil sharpener
That's the thing
shavings.
about no, like Vitamixes are crazy. I also used to put like slices of pineapple in, but you don't have to like take the skin off or core it or anything. You just toss them in and
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay, but here's the question. Are there any benefits to eating the pit of an avocado, or are you just
apparently
being
yes.
a weird
Apparently
hippie?
a
Are you
little
just like
column
adding
A,
patchouli
but
and soil
also-
in there while you're
but
at it?
also it's actually like there's it has nutrients. It's not like eating like apple seeds or something.
Huh, it
same
won't
with
kill you.
Same with the core of a pine. The
Wow.
core of a pine.
What?
I saw
The
that.
look you gave your like you betrayed me.
It was accidental.
Everybody who's lost raised their hand. I don't know what I don't even.
And hot over there.
What did I?
Oh,
I need to go
gosh.
back and rewind. How do we rewind live life?
You got to pull the VHS out and then
Mhm,
bring it to
mhm.
that
Blow
point.
on it,
There you go.
and then
Initiate
get
the omega
pencil
13.
eraser
Well,
and
that would
twist it.
that would just support the hand gesture.
Okay,
Caught
I'm
up?
definitely gonna watch this episode again. See what I missed. Everybody in the live chat, let me know what
Oh
I
my
missed,
God.
and let everybody
Oh
else
my
in the live chat know what they missed. Because a lot of us were not watching. Just
I hope there's
listening.
not fan art for this portion next week.
Oh, there should be.
Oh my gosh, I love the fan art.
Oh no. Okay. That was awesome.
Yeah.
Everybody, if
Lordy.
you'd like your very own Riza and Chill shirt designed by JJ Lendl, or your cool, Melissa knows what's coming up next as she straightens up, your cool San Francisco Cadets shirt, get your very own. In the description box below, you can click the link, the Star Trek and Chill online store link. You can get your very own shirts in your favorite color, design, and size. And when I say your favorite size, I just mean like the size that you're most comfortable in. And I know I ended that sentence in a preposition. Whatever.
It's okay.
That was
We
great.
forgive you.
You did a really good job.
Yeah.
Thank
You
you.
sold it.
Well, I sold these. Yeah.
Yeah.
You literally sold them.
Yeah. Okay. So what's next on the agenda, Melissa Longo?
Oh,
Okay,
we
look.
got.
All I'm going to say is I want Sirach Lofton to be on that show. And I
do
think it's
too.
like such
Agreed.
an obvious fit.
Yes.
Let's make
Such
that
an
show
obvious
happen. Let's
Yeah.
watch it every week. And
Yeah.
let's watch Sirach Lofton being Jake Sisko starring in.
Yeah.
Do they have a title for it? They don't have a title for
No,
it.
they don't. Mm-mm. But
I'm really
it
excited.
What if
kinda-
it's rice and chill? Like, what if it genuinely is rice and chill?
that would be
Yeah,
Our
pay out some-
sales will
Pay
go
out
through
some
the
royalties.
roof.
Yeah.
Did you guys see when another podcast that shall not be named like tweeted out like, "Hey, who wants to Star Trek and chill?" And then like a few weeks ago,
Yep.
I think somebody may have nudged them and said, that already exists. Because I think the tweet was taken down shortly thereafter.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
The power.
It was funny. I mean, it
They can't
happens.
compete with our fruit.
It happens. It was kind of like a few months back when somebody sent Robert Picardo like a Neelix and Chill shirt, but not like from the Star Trek and Chill store, like just another one. And
What?
he was like, "Look at this brilliant idea!" And they're making all these sales, and I was like, "What the?"
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah. So
People.
anyway, but that's
People.
cool. Whatever, they're
People have
happy,
a
so
way
we're
of
happy.
Stealing
Yeah,
our
that's right.
ideas.
Life on the internet, folks.
The
I will
heck
say that I
with
had
it.
that idea like 10 years ago when it was in a Star Trek group. Somebody was talking about like Netflix and chill. And I was just like, whoa, Neelix and chill. I made that joke and I was like, tee hee. And I was like, should do
Wait a
something
minute.
with that. Fast forward 7 years
Hmm.
later.
And we
Mhm.
have a shirt with Neelix's feet on him.
Yeah.
I do like that very much.
I do too.
Mhm.
Anyway, so the point is, what's up next for us, Melissa Longo? Lower Decks. What's up with that?
Lower decks. Lower
Lower
decks.
decks.
Lower decks.
Well, they're talking about the production of Lower Decks, and they're wrapping up and talking about the finale and how the final episode is going to be, as it says here, gigantic.
I do. I like that and I hate that.
I know. Oh, look, he's got stubble. Yeah.
Oh. Oh, I wonder
Aw.
why.
I don't know. But they said they were writing so much great stuff and so much great stuff that they just kept putting it in, putting it in, putting it in.
That's
So
awesome.
It's a 4-hour finale.
that would be amazing if it was a 4
I don't think
hour
they
finale.
knew that this was going to be their final season when they were writing this episode, right? Because they
No,
only
but
kind
it's still kind of in production. They're finishing it up and putting stuff together for
Yeah, I
it.
So
guess
that's
they have a
sad.
little more wiggle
they were
room,
able to
don't
pivot,
they?
right?
Yeah.
Right.
They were
Hmm.
able to change it so that it represented a series finale rather than a season finale. So
Mhm.
that's good. And
That's
I guess that's similar to Discovery,
Mhm.
where they had to sort
Yeah.
of pivot
Yeah.
once that news
Yeah.
came out.
But
I
at
feel
least-
like the showrunners sometimes learn this stuff when they do the press releases. And they're like, and it's going to be the
Yeah.
final season. They're like,
Yeah.
Wait,
Oh,
what?
okay, well, we better get back into the edit and figure that out.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, well, guess we can't leave it on that cliffhanger.
Right.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
But it sounds like they're having a lot of fun with it.
That's awesome.
So
That's really exciting.
Good.
yeah.
Because there's just so much. Like they've hit so many things. Like they've bounced all over the universe in terms of like references and then on top of that, just having a great story and a great crew and
Mhm.
they've
Oh, yeah.
just balanced that all so well. And there's still so much possibility, like what's gonna
Right.
happen this season.
Well,
really
and then
exciting.
it all the new live action comedy kind of gives me hope for more Lower Decks in a different way, in that they could probably
Yeah.
use the Lower Decks characters in the live action
Totally.
comedy
Yep.
Yeah.
as well.
Oh my
You're
God.
right.
So we could see them again. I mean, why couldn't that be a
Because
possibility?
it's already established that they're live action also.
Exactly.
And the VAs look like their characters, so
I love this.
Yeah. So what that means is that Tawny could actually act in the series
Yes.
as well.
Right.
Captain
And
Freeman
play.
could go on a date with Quark.
But
Anything could
she's
happen,
married.
guys.
She's married.
Who cares? Can it be written? We have to do what the actors want.
And sometime would have to
my
pass
God.
between the end of Lower Decks and the beginning
Mhm.
of this
Right.
show,
Right.
because it takes
Yeah.
place,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, and-
after Picard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd just like to point out, everybody, that Maggie Dog is in the live chat. Hello, Maggie. Shout out to
Nice.
Maggie Dog, who is
Hi.
the person that did that cool artwork of
Oh, nice.
our fruit
Thank you for
tasting.
that.
Now,
Oh.
I'm not sure if Maggie Dog is actually named Maggie or is an actual dog. I think this person is referencing a dog that they have or had named Maggie Dog. So I don't know.
Yeah, Maggie D.
Good old
Otherwise, that'd
Maggie
be a
D.
very talented dog. or
That's so
very
cool.
talented humans. Either way, very talented.
Yeah.
True.
The dog made the art.
We
All
love
right,
it.
so we're gonna close out this poll. I'm
Ooh.
sad by this
Oh.
poll again.
Oh,
It came
so
close.
I know.
Is it
And
creamy
yet
peanut
so
butter somehow?
far. No, it is 5% said guava, 16% said oh my darling clementine, 35% said avocado, and 41% said cantaloupe. So it's cantaloupe.
Works for me.
So,
Melon
here's
country.
it's too bad because one of these days you're gonna get avocado and you're gonna love it maybe.
It's true.
Oh yeah.
Maybe.
So-
I will have wasted so much time.
Well, because
Now,
But
with
maybe you have to
cantaloupe-
go on this whole journey to
Mhm.
Yeah.
get to avocado to
True.
truly appreciate it.
Now with cantaloupe, the key though, Katie,
Mhm.
is that you really want to eat the pulp of the cantaloupe. Like you cut it open, you get a spoon, and you get like the middle part. Yeah, like the
Not-
But you
seed. and the-
gotta-
Don't eat the skin.
And you
Don't eat
not the
the
seeds,
seeds.
not the seeds. There's
No,
like a
and you
little.
eat that. It's like ramen.
Don't eat the
Oh,
seeds.
okay.
It's don't
No.
listen to anything Ryan
The
says.
the fleshy part
So-
is like the bowl,
The
and the
fleshy
pulp
part
in the
is the
middle is
part
like the
you
ramen.
eat.
You just
Eat the
I'm
part
gonna
that
trust
looks
my
like it should
gals
be
over
eaten.
here.
You also want to make sure it's ripe. So you may
Okay.
even want to like check in with whoever is in the produce department of your grocery store or your
Okay.
mom or whoever. Like it needs
your
to like
mom, yes.
smell right.
the
Yeah.
key, Katie,
Yeah.
is you knock on it. If you knock on it and it sounds ripe, it's ripe.
Gotcha. So
I
what I'm
always
getting
see
is
people-
I'm gonna have like a dodgeball size peeled mass of cantaloupe for next week.
No,
I'm not
you
even gonna
don't-
go
okay.
into the inside of it. Just
Don't
Nope.
peel it.
peel it.
No,
Don't peel it.
cut it in half
Just cut it in half.
and then cut like a moon slice off it. There's going to be some seedy stuff. Just take
Cool.
scoop seeds, goodbye, and then you have this moon-shaped,
There you
lovely
go.
slice. And then it's orange, and you eat the orange part, and you don't eat the like where it
Okay.
gets
Not
greener
Ryan's
or white
ramen.
towards the.
See
I'll
if you
have
can
you
find
know-
some pre-sliced cantaloupe.
Actually, that's a really
Okay.
that's a
You know,
really
this
good
just
one.
reminded me of something that I used to have when I was growing up, a black cat, a big black cat named Sinbad, no
Nice.
relation.
Ooh.
And he was really
Aw.
sweet and cute and the nicest little guy in the world, but he liked really weird stuff. And the way we would find out about this is because sometimes we would just see on the kitchen counter his cute little teeth marks on, say, cantaloupes. His favorite food in the world was actually the middle of the cantaloupe, like the
That's
seeds
amazing.
and the pulpy stuff.
Oh.
So when we would eat cantaloupe, we would scoop it and just drop it right in the cat bowl, and he would just eat that thing
So
like a little
funny.
savage. So he loved that, and coincidentally, he loved avocado.
Mhm.
And the other thing he really liked was
That's shiny fur.
artichoke. He would
Oh,
he would
interesting.
eat the fleshy part right off and leave the part.
Crazy.
What a little buddy.
Oh,
He liked
that's
popcorn
awesome.
too.
Huh.
Yeah, good
Aw.
good guy. He was
Are you
my
sure he wasn't
favorite.
like a cat version of Ratatouille, like secretly living in your house?
He was just a really good cat.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh.
And healthy as shit too, I bet.
Right.
yeah.
To be 38.
Shiny fur.
Aw,
Yeah.
so cute.
Anyway.
Hmm.
Where were we?
Woo.
Probably Star Trek.
Star
Something
Trek.
Star Trek.
We're chilling too.
We are
Lower
chilling.
decks. Yeah. So any hopes and
Well-
wishes for this final season?
I want to
Wish
see.
it wasn't the final season.
Yeah, that
Um,
definitely. I don't know. They're just so
well,
good at it. Like I have a lot of faith in them
Mhm.
to nail it, regardless.
Mhm.
You know, like they've really. Yeah,
I'd
they've just
like
really.
to see Moopsy again.
Oh.
I would also like to see Moopsy again. Yeah,
Yeah.
Moopsy is a hit.
Mhm. And more cetacean ops. I don't know why. but
Yes.
that
Oh
would be
my
They're
fun.
gosh,
so
yes.
funny. I love them.
Why don't you take off your shirt and hop in for a
I know.
So great. I can't go to the
Oh my
aquarium
God.
in Chicago because they have
Mhm.
beluga whales without thinking about cetacean ops. I'm just like, yep,
I
That's
love
funny.
belugas.
Belugas are so
Yeah.
cute.
I think it would be fun to do like a true Star Trek animated series crossover episode with Lower Decks. I think that would be fun
Ooh.
to merge those
Yeah.
two styles. I think
Mhm.
that'd be
Bring back
I would love that.
Shatner and Decay and get them to voice.
Oh my
you
god.
got it. Yeah, I
And
think
then
that'd be pretty
add
cool.
some Chekhov in there. Why
Yeah.
There you
not?
go.
Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe explain why Chekhov wasn't around for the
Right. For
the
that
animated series.
short
Yes.
amount of time.
Oh my God.
Huh.
Yeah, I think that'd be
Yeah.
great.
There's so much they can
Mhm.
do.
Mhm.
Could they canonize JC? Because I would love to see that happen someday.
Nice.
Isn't CJ already canonized? Just checking.
You know what they should do? They should bring in Jake Sisko. They should bring in, yeah,
Mm.
that's what I think.
Yeah.
Because, like, why not?
They should bring in Jake Sisko for everything.
Exactly.
You see, JJ, JC means Janeway and Chakotay.
Oh, I got it. I got
And
it.
CJ
you on that
means
He
ship?
ships them. Mhm.
Chakotay and Seven of Nine. And there's nothing that upsets Voyager fans more than saying CJ. CJ is Chakotay and Seven of Nine because everybody knows they ended up together in Star Trek Voyager. And a
And
lot
that
of
was my
people-
Where's
favorite
the
part of
J?
Voyager was when
Isn't
Why
C7?
that
CJ?
untapped sexual
C7,
tension
whatever.
between
That's what I
Chakotay and
meant.
Seven was finally
Okay.
acted upon. The thing that
Right? That
you
had
guys
been
weren't
building
watching
for
Voyager
4
week after
seasons.
week, like me,
Yeah.
waiting for those two characters to get together.
Whew,
They-
those crazy
They
kids.
built that up so well,
Oh,
didn't they?
gosh.
Yeah.
Yep. The 5 minutes that it was in existence. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder how many
know what I
times
should
you
do?
could count them interacting prior to.
It was so
You know-
weird.
Yeah.
It was so weird. I was floored when they did that. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, huh?
Has
What?
Yeah.
anyone asked Jerry Ryan if she's a Chakotay 7 shipper or a Janeway and Chakotay shipper? Because I feel like she
I'm
could give a
sure.
definitive death blow if she maybe it's a JCer.
I mean, yeah. I can't
But
imagine
she'll be in
she's never been
Chicago. I
asked
can just
that.
go and ask her. Be
Exactly.
like, hey, you see that guy Ryan over there? Can you go just destroy his hopes and dreams and tell him that you like JC?
I don't have any hopes and dreams. I'm just reporting what I saw. I just saw it on the
End of
television.
Mhm.
It
I
was
just-
on the
I-
television.
I was watching TV and I was like, oh, the writers put them together at the end and they acted it out. And that's just how it ended. So
Yeah, it was weird.
That's
was
how
weird.
television works.
It was weird.
I didn't hope
Yeah.
for Janeway to end with anybody, to be honest, because I didn't care. I was like, doesn't she have a husband back in Earth? I'm not shipping her with anybody. That's
No.
weird.
And no, it was
He left her.
It was
Early.
A
And
boyfriend.
Shame on all of you. And she had a
wasn't a
dog
husband.
too, I think.
Yeah, and he took the dog
Hey, Molly.
too.
And her little dog too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mark, frankly, a bit impatient, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I wish they would have paired everyone with someone else in the finale. Things you never would have imagined. Neelix
Doctor
with
and
Harry
Neelix.
Kim.
Nice.
There you go. The doctor.
Yeah.
Would have been amazing. Yeah.
Harry,
True.
Harry Neelix. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a couple name. Yeah.
Nice.
Harry
Well, we
Neelix.
had
Oh,
B'Elanna
just
and
Neelix.
Paris.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then who else was there? I guess we could do. Yeah, I guess that's all
What
we
if
got
it's
already.
like Neelix and Tuvok realize, oh, we do want to be together, and the last scene is them reforming.
Or making a
Tuvok-
baby that looks like Tuvix.
There you go. Perfect.
Tuvok was married. Janeway
Yes.
wasn't married to that
No,
dude.
she had a boyfriend. Yeah.
He was a boyfriend,
Yeah.
not a
And she,
husband.
she got the Dear John letter from him
Yeah.
when they
And then
were able to-
Chakotay was like, let me know when you want a man friend, huh?
True. She
He
restrained
was like, oh,
Help
I'm
us
herself.
out,
sorry. I
Daddy.
thought you were 7 of 9. I'm sorry. I got confused. Yeah, I think they should have leaned harder into that. Everybody needs to be coupled with somebody in the finale.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
I wanted
Janeway-
Seska to come back.
Janeway
Voyager
with the
gets back to
deleted
Earth.
wife.
Yes, exactly.
there you go. I was gonna say Voyager gets back to Earth, and then the first ship you see meeting them in the Alpha Quadrant is the Enterprise, and then the ships kiss,
Yeah.
and then it ends.
I like
Fade to
that.
black.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And they
look
eject
behind.
shuttles
Like
at
that
each
one.
other.
Oh my
They have the
god.
Delta Flyer, but there's like tin cans on a string that says
There
everyone
you
just
go.
got married.
Yeah.
Fly over the bridge.
The voyage was the friends we made along the way.
I think we just made like a year's worth of fan fiction.
I don't know, but our views
We
are
did
going
good.
up. So
I know,
there you
right?
go.
Yay.
Our viewership is
We-
going up. What's
we
other
do
ship
have-
porn we could think of? Nice in
oh,
the cells.
gosh.
Nice.
Those Romulan warbirds and the Klingon birds of prey need to meet.
Oh my
Blind
God.
date. Get 'em
Saucer
together.
Section detach.
Ooh.
Air
Just
nacelles
swap
are
'em
just
out.
air
Happy to
nacelles.
see me.
Right. Is that your auxiliary drive or?
Right.
I'm not.
Like to see your
It's a good thing you put the baby
protostar.
away.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Cover his little ears.
Yeah.
I don't think you
he's
guys are
too young to hear about saucer separations. He doesn't even know what a port nacelle is.
Yeah.
I don't even know what we're talking about anymore. I've lost.
I think what you were talking about was the Enterprise going in Voyager's aft, is what I think I heard you say.
Oh.
Side.
I mean,
Yeah.
got
That's-
that
Start
little
out with blue bells,
that little
right?
shuttle bay in the dumper.
Yeah, I think
My
that's what
shuttle
I
bay.
heard you guys say.
You my bay, my shuttle bay.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, YouTube's like, "What's happening in this stream?"
We're gonna shut this down. This is against our
I don't
terms and
know.
conditions.
But they're
Oh my
like
god.
This
there
is
are
too
like
much
2
even
or
for the
3
internet.
hardcore nerds right now whose
Mhm.
glasses are steaming up in the live chat. I know it.
Where's
I
the
know it
fan,
right now.
Jenny?
They're like,
Where's the
finally.
fan?
You know,
Talk
NCC
about the deflector
1701
dish.
isn't too far off from NC 17, so
Oh.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god.
What was that move, Jenny?
What, this?
that's what you missed earlier. No.
No, no.
No, it was a little more suggestive earlier.
Yeah. A lot of fan
It was
art
an
fodder
accident.
in this episode.
Chris is a little confused.
That's what I missed last time. That gesture.
No, that was not what you
Jenny.
missed last time.
No.
That was not what
It
you missed.
was
This?
not-
This?
No.
Which that's not exactly
Snap.
what you. Okay.
It definitely wasn't what I did before.
You did use that hand though.
Yes. This is my dominant hand.
Which is your
No.
submissive hand.
You know, my 3-month-old son was on this feed, folks. And you know, your internet history follows you your entire life. If this stream stops him from getting into his preferred school, I'll be very upset.
Oh my god. Oh
I thought this was a classy show. Star
No,
Trek
you
show.
didn't.
This is chill.
Galaxy classy.
no. This is heavy on the chill.
My gosh.
On B reminds us that the thrusters should be at maximum.
And if you
Mhm.
find that you're starting to vent plasma,
Right.
Oh gosh.
Oh.
you may
Right.
need to
And
Parents watch this show.
Voyager told
Pull out of the
Enterprise,
Ooh,
Pull out.
man.
What?
Voyager
What?
told Enterprise all hands on deck.
Oh
Derek
my god.
Smith.
Oh my god.
No, you didn't.
Ooh.
A bit warm for being chill. Dave
Finally,
Gregory.
Ryan logged off.
Oh,
YouTube logged him
Ooh,
off.
okay. Ooh.
Um,
Oh my gosh.
that was fun.
It hurt. Oh my gosh, I gotta work.
This is where the party is at.
Oh my
Your
gosh.
friends, folks.
Oh my god.
This is what you need every Friday night.
So anyway, what else is in the news, Melissa?
Oh, there was some fun thing with about Star Trek Enterprise and how it ties in with the prequel movie. And I thought it was an interesting topic. I did not include picture, but that's because, well, John Orchiola wrote back of the head in the live chat, wrote an article about the prequel movie. And then I read another article that kind of supported that and that asked the question, what if Enterprise had run with its initial premise on being mostly set on Earth? And would fans enjoy that more, is that what we're going to see in this prequel movie that starts filming in the next few weeks? So
And
should Jonathan Archer be in it?
Oh my gosh. Well, the decon chamber, when they had Scott Bakula on, and Dominic mentioned, he was like, hey, we're getting close to the 25th anniversary. We got to get back on the con circuit, to which I was like frothing at the mouth. But like, if they bring him back in Star Trek, you guys, I will have perished. I'm going to be in a corner. It'll just be like a blank green screen.
But then who will eat fruit?
Yeah, true.
Right?
I do love me some Bakula. I feel like he's underrated. I feel like Enterprise is underrated.
I love Scott Bakula. I'm a big Quantum Leap stan as well. And I think if like this project's so weird because when they started talking about it, it was like, wait, isn't that the premise of First Contact?
Yeah.
And everybody was sort of confused. And then they were like, oh, wait, no, it's this. And then it's like, well, isn't that the premise of Enterprise?
Yeah.
And of course, the fan base is always ready to be going, I think you guys forgot that you already did that.
Yes.
And it's like, probably not, right? I mean, you would hope. I think that like this project for me, like, okay, so we were talking about the other new project, the workplace comedy, right? Alex Kurtzman, I think the thing that he really likes, the thing that excites him about the franchise is taking it in different directions.
Yeah.
Right.
And things that, that we haven't done and haven't seen before, which I think is great. But of course, it's sort of a balancing act, right? Because you want to honor what's come before. At the same time, you want to, create something new, something fresh. And so I feel like if they want to do something new and fresh, they would probably want to create, their own characters and their own sort of setting and things like that. But it's really hard to do that when you're doing a prequel and there's so much history that's been laid down. And I wonder, since Enterprise is not the most popular, corner of the Star Trek universe, especially with like mainstream audiences, I hope that they don't miss the opportunity to celebrate it in thinking that they kind of want to go in a different direction, because I think there's still a lot of stuff to mine there, and it's a chance to reintroduce some of those characters to new fans and maybe give them a new life in a new format. So
totally.
I'm hoping that's the direction it goes in.
Right.
I would love to see them bring back Trip with no explanation ever. Like they never touch on how Trip comes back. But he's just
You
there.
see, Katie,
It's like
I
Shax.
actually watched Enterprise, and kind of like CJ and Chakotay, and sorry, C7. I'll never get that right. Kind of like Chakotay and Seven. I remember watching Trip Tucker passing away. He was killed, I'm sorry to say.
I think you may be mistaken.
Canonically speaking.
There are some inaccuracies in the historical record.
I think they got it wrong.
It was.
I thought that he was forced to go undercover with Section 31. And so, the Hollow program was inaccurate because it was classified. Is that right?
I will have you know, though, I finished Enterprise. I watched that last episode without realizing it was the last episode and like sobbed afterwards. And I was like, okay, well, I need to finish up Quantum Leap. Let me just go and watch that finale.
Oh my gosh.
I was an emotional wreck.
You watched them
Sam
on the
Beckett
same
never
day?
returned home.
Yeah.
I almost imploded in sadness.
Oh,
I
wow.
I curled up and sobbed in my bed.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I
that's a
heard
lot
when
for one.
Enterprise ran into Voyager, it was like, I want you to break my bacula.
Oh my gosh.
That's what I heard.
Oof.
I think it's canon.
Katie's face.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
what I-
imagine there's a special
Hilarious.
section of AO3 for ship fan fiction.
Mm.
And I'm getting concerned that it might actually be real.
And
Well,
Voyager was
mean,
like,
honestly-
I'll break your back in two, Vok.
Oh, jeepers.
Oh
No, that's funny.
It is funny.
Thank you.
Again, I would love for my son to be able to get into the school of choice.
no.
And so, the admissions board is watching this. He's just a
Oh my
child.
God.
Yeah.
He's an
Mhm.
innocent
innocent.
baby.
Enterprise
He
came
didn't
up to
choose to be in
Voyager.
this
Enterprise
stream.
came up to Voyager and was like, wow, nice Paris.
Mhm. Nice.
All right, just make a Harry Kim
So-
joke and we'll be
So
done with
they
it.
were,
Go ahead.
That one's too easy.
The original pitch for Enterprise.
Yeah.
Get this back.
So
on.
sorry. Please continue.
No. So the original pitch for Enterprise was that it would be mostly set on Earth, but
Mhm.
it was the Klingons that come and attack Earth instead of them finding the Klingons in space, which could, I don't know, it could be a possible
Right. And then
avenue to-
when Enterprise ran into Voyager, they
my
said,
God.
just Archer your back.
Dang it.
He's only
I
3
wanna
months
see you
old,
crying, Ryan.
and he's just an innocent little baby. And
my
he didn't
God.
know
Where's the tears?
He didn't
Where are
know
the
that this-
tears?
that this man would be doing this. He didn't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's
Katie's
quite
hiding
innocent.
her tears too.
So-
Oh, see,
So,
We're just talking Star Trek, guys. It's canon. What's the big deal?
eyelashes are a little bit wet.
so one thing that is interesting about
Yeah.
this project is that so with Discovery, they went into a prequel situation, but they kind of boxed themselves into a weird situation where they didn't
Right.
want to talk about the rest of the universe. Which is one of the reasons why shunting Discovery into the future made a lot of sense, given that the sort of parameters that they set themselves up with. But what's I feel like the powers that be in Star Trek have come around more to the idea of recognizing the entire universe and canon, and in a more, I think they've seen what can be done with it that isn't just straight up fan service. And
Right.
that makes me feel optimistic about this project, because I feel like, you know, like there's potential there for it to be good and interesting without completely blowing the canon out of the water. You know?
Yeah. And this is supposed to be a film, correct? Like a theatrical
Yeah.
film. And
Yep.
so this would be the first theatrical film to exist in the Prime universe
Mhm.
since 2002.
Oh my
Um,
gosh, you're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I
Wow.
wonder,
Since
you
that
think about
movie
it
with the
from
green
like,
box.
right. You think about it from like a brand perspective, like a marketing perspective. I wonder if anybody over at Paramount CBS is concerned about that in terms of like, well, when we do the movies, we do the stuff in the Chris Pine universe. So shouldn't this be in the Chris Pine universe? And then someone has to sit them down and say,
Yes. Yeah.
know,
This is a separate movie.
when Spock's ship went back in time from the destruction of Romulus, blah 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 blah, blah. And but again, like, excuse me, I wonder if, I don't know, I've heard a lot of people explain the Kelvin timeline in a way where it's like, well, when that ship arrived in the past, it
Yeah.
didn't just change what happened from then on. Ripples occurred into the past of that continuity. And I think
wait, into the past?
Yeah. Because then
It's
wouldn't that
real-
change the prime, right?
it's real timey-wimey stuff. No, it wouldn't change the prime, because this is talking about this one alternate reality.
Oh,
I'm
the
not saying I
offshoot. Question
ascribe
about
to
that
this theory.
actually. Yeah, I have a question about that because Kirk was born on the Kelvin
Yes,
in that universe,
in that universe, right?
but he wasn't born on the Kelvin in the Prime universe, and
Right.
him being born on the Kelvin. But he was premature on the
Right.
Kelvin.
It was because of the officially the dumbest
Right.
ship in Star Trek, the Narada. Never mind.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Sorry, you guys got me started. I'm just gonna
you're
keep
right.
going.
Who do you
Okay.
ship that ship with?
I like that.
Or Cube or something?
So yeah, you have to imagine that one incident that took
Mhm.
place with the Kelvin and the Narada
Right.
changed, so much history from then on. And of
Right.
course, you have to ignore certain things, that all the people look completely different than they did,
True.
Chris Pine does not look like William Shatner. Chris
No,
Pine has blue eyes and William Shatner has brown eyes. Like,
it's
you
just the difference
Yeah.
between being born on Earth or not, really.
that's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's
That's
crazy what
chemical
can happen
difference.
if you're born in
science.
space.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, we have to, this is fiction, you have to suspend disbelief. You want to be able to tell fun
Oh, yeah.
stories.
I never
Mhm.
thought about that, how Chris Pine has blue eyes and Shatner has brown eyes. I wonder if
Look,
that's like a thing.
when I
You
lay
know-
down at night, that's all I can think of before I fall asleep.
Not
Like,
your
how,
cats, not
how
your
are his
children, not your.
eyes? They're all crawling all over me. They're, Daddy, look at us.
Just
Talk
thinking
to
about
us.
William
Don't
Shatner's
do a
eyes.
deep
eyes
dive
change.
into Robert April then, man.
How does Kirk's eyes change? How did being born on the Calvin? How would
You
that?
know what always gets me in movies is when two blue-eyed parents have a brown-eyed kid. We're just
Mhm.
like, that's not biologically
Yep.
yours.
Right. What color is the milkman's eyes? Is what I want to know.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Milkman
and-
always knocks twice. Isn't that how it goes?
So funny. Yes, it's exactly how it goes. So I was always interested in this like fan theory that making a big change to a timeline could affect it in both directions. And we are steeped in multiverse stuff now. I mean, the biggest movie in the world is one of the most convoluted multiverse stories that you could possibly conceive of from
I
a
love
comic
that.
book perspective.
Mhm.
And so, I mean, if I'm ahead of a movie studio and I'm seeing the kind of money
And you
that,
should be, by the way.
and I should be, yes, when I'm not holding babies and cats at the same time.
You could do it.
If you're seeing like, oh, so this Marvel franchise is taking advantage of this decades long film history and they're bringing together different portions of it in this creative way and bringing characters together that wouldn't appear on screen and resurrecting characters that you thought you'd never see again. I
Mhm.
mean, that feels like a big budget, blockbuster concept now. And I would argue that Star Trek has the history and has the fan base to sort of replicate that. And again, I'm not saying it's necessarily a good idea. I'm not saying that it wouldn't be, a disaster if it wasn't executed correctly. But it's interesting that this film concept has to do with this really important point in the universe of Star Trek.
Mhm.
And there's not a lot of information about, who's taking part. And we know that this part in the history has had time travel shenanigans before. So I'm just curious. I'm curious to see what the thinking is. Is this a standalone thing? Is it more like
Can
what you
we-
were talking about with in terms
Mhm.
of, the Enterprise season 1 that only takes place on Earth? Is this like a contemplative, more, but I have a
It takes
feeling
place
it's
even
not.
before that, though. It takes place like
Yeah.
something like 50 or 100 years
I'm-
before. I think they
Right.
said decades before.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah. Well, but I'm thinking that it's happening in between this gray area, right between First Contact and
Yeah,
and
exactly, yeah.
Enterprise. So
Right.
there's that middle section
like
that has
2100.
not been explored.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you have
That
Scott
means-
Bakula playing his own dad.
Or
Maybe.
even better, you might be able to have James Cromwell reprising his role as Zephram
Mm.
Cochrane.
Right.
Mhm.
That could
Right.
be cool. Or how about
Mhm.
this? Jake Sisko travels back in time to
There you
report on
go.
the most important.
He teams up with Wesley Crusher.
There
Yes.
you go. Most important historical incidences
Yes.
of the Federation.
I'd like to
He has
hear
to
more
do it
about
undercover.
ripples going backwards in time, though. I don't. That doesn't work with my brain.
What's
Like if you change something in 2150, then things in 2125 change.
Yeah,
Well,
it's not
Because it's
quite-
like you're dropping a stone into a pond and the ripples go in every direction.
But the butterfly effect doesn't go backwards. It doesn't like the
Except-
butterfly doesn't turn into like a caterpillar.
Except if you think about in Picard season
Ooh.
2, how
Okay.
Picard goes to see Guinan, who doesn't remember him because she never saw him in the past, because the future of the universe that they're in has them never meeting. So she maybe goes to the past, but she never meets him in the past. So then she doesn't know him in the present.
Right.
Or
Which
in the
means
future.
that at every point in a timeline, when someone
Yeah.
goes back in time and changes something, that would be changed, thus creating a ripple effect
Yeah.
throughout an entire timeline.
I love
Guys, I've
time
been
travel
awake
so
since
much.
midnight. Have mercy on my soul. It's a linear path for me.
It's interesting when you think about that because, Star Trek sets up this big Earth-ending event in Star Trek 4. And so it's like,
Yeah.
okay, if that probe is always destined to come to Earth, like, if you're in a timeline in which they can't do that, then is that the end of Starfleet? I don't know.
If they
Yeah.
really wanted to punk people, I think Russell T Davies agreed he would write an episode of Star Trek.
I love that.
And if the lawyers could get it together, the Doctor could just go through and like fix all the gaps in canon.
That would be
my
so
God.
great.
Like,
Yeah.
establish how
Yeah.
the time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, oh my gosh! But I
People would
want
hate that.
Lily to come back too.
Oh my
as well
God,
as
right?
Zefram Cochrane.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Blow up the damn
Absolutely.
Well,
ship.
you know what she said when she watched breakdancing in the Olympics? She said, "It's my first ray gun."
Nice.
Isn't that what that
Very nice.
person was called?
That was,
Ray
that
gun?
was,
And
yes.
So-
That was,
I mean,
Definitely
come on. That is a
that
good,
was
that is
really
a
good.
good tie
that was
in.
Yeah.
really
There you
good.
go.
Yeah.
Because that's what she says in First Contact. She said those words.
She did say those
The
words.
Solomons. Anyway.
Yes.
I'd like to
Yes.
bring up a topic really quick before the
Fantastic.
time runs out, because this needs to be promoted to the Trek tours to Nashville, because it's coming up pretty quick, and I'd like more people to see it personally.
You guys, speaking of which, thanks for bringing that up, Melissa Longo. Melissa P. Longo, that is. Everybody knows. Wait, no, F.
P's for pineapple. Oh,
Yeah.
F is
You
for
want to
fruit.
So-
say P and then say, oh no, it's F.
Everybody, you got to go to ST Nash. That's Trek to Nashville. And I'll tell you why. I'm going to be there. That's actually not why. You got to go probably more like because Anson Mount's going to be there. People like Doug Jones and Sonequa Martin Green are going to be there. That's the real reason to go there. Melissa Longo is going to be there. But also, guess what? You can get 25% off right now. Just right now for the next few days. We've got a promo code just below this picture here. You see in the, you click on that description box below, there's a promo code for 25% off. You can click on that just for the next couple days, and you can get
Amazing.
25% off a day or the full weekend at Nashville. So act on that now. I'm super
Amazing.
excited to go to Nashville.
That's
I don't know why. I
Yeah.
might be disappointed.
too.
I don't know, but I've never been to that city, so I'm super excited about it.
That's
I'm
awesome.
of course very excited about the convention. Tons of cool people. Celia Rose Gooding's going to be there. Christina
Oh.
Chong, Ethan Peck.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so
Yeah,
jealous.
Oh my gosh, she's so sweet.
Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be nasty.
to rock freaking Lofton.
Sirach P. Lofton.
Mm.
So everybody jump on that right now. There's a promo code in the description box below. You can click on it immediately and get 25% off.
Amazing.
Also immediately.
That's
Thanks
awesome.
for bringing that up, Melissa P.
Yeah.
Longo.
And while you're down there, throw a like into the old like box there.
Yeah.
Punch it.
Yeah.
Don't punch your screen.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, no,
I'm pretty far away from it. It's all right.
Yeah, while you're down there.
While you're down
You're
there.
down there. Tickle it a little bit.
Oh my
While
gosh.
you're down there.
What?
Give it a little poke.
Now, is that actual rosé? Is that okay?
She's acting like it, I'll tell you that much
Starts
right
dribbling
now.
down your face. Mm-mm.
I'm just
Well,
naturally effervescent.
What did you say, JJ?
Hmm? She starts dribbling down her face. No.
Oh my gosh.
You're a
So
fun
anyway, we're just about out of time here, everybody, but feel free once this show ends to make your own jokes about the Enterprise meeting Voyager. Don't know why it's not called the Voyager, but that was some big
Yeah.
debate back in the day where they were saying there was the Enterprise, all the other thes, but now there's just Voyager. And they never called it the Voyager. It was weird. So anyway, yes, Melissa.
On B95 said stayed for the dirty jokes and forgot to leave. Yes.
We're drawing in all different people.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right.
So my
We
point
suck
is,
you into our
everybody.
fandom.
Oh, let's talk about this week very
Ooh.
quickly. No jokes. This is serious. What are we, Friday? Okay, so Sunday on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. What do we have for you? Whoa. Okay. 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time on the Seventh Rule YouTube channel. This Sunday, we've got our review, our first segment review of Future Imperfect. Future Imperfect. We may have a guest for you, and it may be the child actor that played Riker's son.
No way.
I'm traveling in from the 90s.
Okay.
Still a child.
I
No,
think
because
way.
when I first watched that episode as a little kid, I thought he was cute. So now I gotta watch it.
You do. So that's going to
Little,
be fun.
12-year-old Katie was enamored with him.
Oh,
so
I love that.
Future
I
perfect.
will be tuning in. Yeah.
So everybody check that out. That is this Sunday, 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern time on the 7th Rule YouTube channel. Then on Monday on the 7th Rule YouTube channel, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern time, we've got our full review of Suddenly Human. Suddenly Human. Remember that one?
Nice.
Yeah.
So check that out. That's a fun one. Everybody loves that one. And then on Tuesday, but did Sirach Lofton love it? Find out.
I'm
Then on
guessing-
Tuesday, come right back to this channel, the Virtual TrekCon channel, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern time, 9 p.m. Atlantic time for the main viewer. We talk about the news. We talked about the news a little bit today. We talked a little bit more about fruit and ship porn.
Yeah.
But there, it's all serious.
Literal
It's all
ship porn.
Star
Literal ship
Trek
porn. Yeah.
new. It was, yeah.
Oh my god.
Star Trek and chill.
Chill. This did not feel very chill, I gotta say.
No. Enterprise was like to Voyager, drop down in Neelix.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Enter my prize. There.
Oh no!
That's the last one.
JJ, your son. Think of your son.
So sorry, Robin. I'm so sorry. There goes the Ivy Leagues. I'm so sorry.
Oh my gosh.
That's it.
It's so much fun.
Get you
At
into
least
good
this
trade
isn't
school. We'll be
live.
fine.
Yeah. So anyway, that's this week. JJ, can you tell everybody where they can find you online until you get canceled?
Just happened. I'm on all the normal social media places, though I have been pretty offline this summer with the newborn. That's going to change very soon. But you can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram at JJ Lendl. And also, I want to promote something that I don't promote nearly enough. I have a Patreon page, which is patreon.com/JJ Lendl, where I offer both digital and physical rewards. And I have some here to show you. Every month, people can vote on a postcard from their favorite genre shows. So usually they're episode posters for various shows. Here's one for
nice.
Star Trek: The Next Generation. Here's one of my most recent ones for Star Trek Deep Space Nine.
Amazing.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
They are postcards that you can send in the
That's
mail.
so cool.
And then I do this fun thing called Behind the Print, which are little 8x10 mini prints of pieces of work that I've done in the past. And then on the back, there's commentary about the making of.
Oh,
the
cool.
print.
Dude, that's amazing.
Behind the scenes
That's
stuff.
so
Smart.
great.
So feel free to check that out. And that's patreon.com/JJ Lendl.
That's great.
Thank you.
Wow.
Wow.
He just sneaks that in as if it's no big deal.
I
That's
know,
pretty
right?
awesome, man.
Yeah.
I know.
All right.
Me
What
too.
about you, Melissa Longo? What do you got?
Isn't that cool? I don't know what I'm doing with my life right now.
You're prepping for Nashville.
I am prepping for
Yeah.
Nashville.
Getting nasty.
Not as confidently though. But yes, prepping for Nashville. But you can find me on social media at Melissa Longo, Malissa. And then at Walking Art Made by Melissa, you can find shirts like the one Jenny is wearing at the moment. Make it show. Yes.
Oh, so
Oh, I
cool.
love it.
And yeah, and then yeah, Walking Art Made by Melissa on Patreon. I'm writing a story there. But there's been a bit of a hiatus, but I'm still writing a story there. And yeah, oh, here on the YouTube, Three Fat Lobsters.
Yeah. What about when Lily ran into Jadzia? I bet she was like, watch your decks. Wait, watch your back, Dax. Never mind. Remember that line from First Contact? I was trying to reference that. Let's move on.
Here, I got
Right,
one.
right,
I
right,
got
right.
one. When
Thanks.
somebody asked if they'd seen if Lily had seen the new news on one of the most popular social media sites, she
This is
said,
a long one.
"I never read it."
Oh.
Okay.
Oh.
So bad. Ryan, why do you do this to me? Why do you make me try and keep pace with this?
Because it's fun.
It's fun.
We have fun, you know.
I have fun. I want to be serious.
fun.
Yeah.
Aw.
Want to be serious and sit in my basement and make artwork alone.
Mhm.
And you guys stop me from doing that. And I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yay.
Yeah. So two what are we gonna call it? Two recurring characters walk in a Next Generation and they walk up to the never mind. Okay. So that joke's not gonna work. It was gonna be like
Save it
two
for
guys.
next time.
Yeah, two guys walk into a Barclay or something. I don't know.
Nice.
Um,
Nice. Mhm.
Katie, what about you? What do you got for us?
Well, you can find me at weather_Katie on all social media, so many random fandoms on YouTube, and tomorrow you can find me at Joliet Prison because they're doing a Blues Brothers concert with Dan Aykroyd and Jim Belushi, and that's where you will find me.
That's awesome.
That is so awesome.
I'm
That's
psyched.
really cool.
So if anyone's in
Oh,
Illinois,
That
I
is
do have
very
2
cool.
extra tickets. So if anyone wanted to like get in
Oh.
for free and you're near Joliet, let me know. I'll
It's
send
just
them
a
to you.
22-hour drive,
You can make it work.
right?
You can pick up your book. It'd be perfect.
Now I really want some licorice.
Right?
Just... Anyway,
Jenny, what about you?
Right.
Sorry, I know you weren't expecting this. We never do this.
Well, what's going on? What's going on? I'm making a new painting. I'm right. Where can you find me? That's what you want to know. So you can find me on many social media platforms. Most social platforms you can find me at Jenny R. Johnson Art.
Show us the label of that drink. Show us the label.
I was just gonna say,
Look.
this is non-alcoholic.
Not alcohol. Oh, you can't really read it. Anyway, right there.
It says 60 proof is what that says.
It says no alcohol,
Alcohol-free.
just cannabis. That's what it says. I saw what that said.
Oh my God.
Laced with
Oh,
peyote and
no.
quaaludes.
Gas leak in
No,
a can.
buds. No, buds. This is
Yes.
it. This is here I am.
Now slowly explain the internet to us as you were beginning to.
So on most social media platforms, you can find me at Jenny R. Johnson Art. However, on the Ghost of the Dead Bird Twitter place, you can find
Oh.
me at Jenny R. Johnson. I mean, it's not what it once was, you know? Anyway, also, I have a website, and on that website, you can find all kinds of cool things, such as my portfolio. You can find access to my store. You can sign up for my newsletter, where you can, if you do it in the next 2 weeks, you're going to get a notification when the print drop happens for my enterprise painting. And there's going to be a somewhat limited drop, so you're going to want to actually do that because you'll get your first notification, and otherwise you're going to miss it. And I think that's it. Is that it? I think that's it.
That's a lot of talent on this crew right here.
It
Wow.
really, like, we got a little squad going here, eh?
Yeah. And then there's
Ryan,
me.
you're
Hey,
bugs along.
everybody. Yeah.
Ryan and the gang.
And then I
You're
got
You're just
nothing.
running the whole
talented.
show here.
Are you
Hello.
kidding me? One of the most creative minds I've ever met is Ryan
Absolutely.
T. Husk. It
Only
just
when it
Mhm.
comes to
is.
terrible jokes. That's where my
No.
creativity goes.
Mm.
It's
And
still creative.
also,
We're
Thank
Disagree.
you.
You're on Star Trek and chill right now.
Exactly.
Creative mind.
Mm-hmm.
thanks very much,
Mhm.
everybody. You can find me online on twitter.com at RyanTGHusk. Once again, that's at RyanTGHusk. I came up with that myself.
That's a good one.
Ooh.
And also Virtual Trek Con, Falling Tower, and the Seventh Rule on your favorite social media, but especially on Mastodon.
Forgot Mastodon existed.
I did until it was brought up today. I thought,
Mhm.
Like, all right, yeah, I have an account
It
over
just
there.
Mastodoned on us
Well,
when
See, smart and
Well,
creative.
hell
I was
yeah.
gonna go. I was
Work
gonna
on
go
work on it. Go ahead, Melissa. We're ready.
in a different direction with mast, but then
Mhm.
you said Adon instead of
Oh,
mast. The other
gotcha.
that matches Jenny's hand gesture.
got it. I'm not going to take that bait.
I'm still not there. That's what she said.
Guys, when can I get
When-
back to my
Jenny put down
family?
existence.
When can I get back to my beautiful family?
Maybe never. I think
Oh
I
my
saw them
God.
packing up and leaving in the background.
I heard the car. They drove out. All the lights are out upstairs.
Cat's
Yeah.
driving.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
sorry
I hear
about
someone
that,
upstairs
JJ.
changing the locks.
But hey, I hope you say yes again next time you're invited anyway. Just like maybe you'll
of course
forget.
I will. Of course I
Thank
will.
you.
As long as I'm able, I'll always take this invitation. Everyone here is
Great.
delightful, and I
We like
appreciate
you.
it.
Having you
Lucia
here.
Raz
Mhm.
says, I am lost here. Lucia, same. I don't
In the club.
Best.
I still don't understand what these hand gestures were. I didn't understand what Melissa was talking about with mast. I don't
Oh.
know. I
Master
don't know.
plan.
Now I get it. Now I get it.
There you go.
Now I get it.
Mast?
There's going to be a lot of rewatchability for this stream, which is
What's
pretty great.
mast?
I
What
just
is-
saw
how is- what
Joshua
what is
Reeves'
that a pun
comment,
for?
and now I finally caught up on that one.
That's the master plan?
Mhm.
And Kenzo says, JJ, when did you know Melissa's joke was a trap?
Oh my god.
This entire stream was a trap. Okay, clearly
Yeah.
Yeah.
for everyone, for
Oh,
me,
man.
for everyone watching, it's
Mhm.
we're gonna define our lives by the time before tonight and the time after. And it will create
Oh,
ripple
gosh.
effects that will change our past and future. Much like the Kelvin timeline.
Just like the prequel movie.
Yes,
that's not
exactly.
titled.
Brilliant.
Exactly.
Exactly.
How are his eyes blue? Someone
Joshua Reeves says he's not
explain
taking
to
the
me.
bait.
How are his eyes blue?
Taking the bait. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Got it. Yeah.
Oh, buddy.
Oh,
Ooh. Well,
brilliant.
I don't get it.
End the show and we'll tell you. Put the chat out of their misery.
You are.
I just-
You are the master of your own domain.
I just heard
there you go.
I'm queen of the castle.
There you go.
Rascal.
There you go.
That's one of the best
Lord of the
episodes
Manor.
of
It really
one of the
is.
best episodes of television ever.
Absolutely.
I'm out. All right. That's it. Everybody, I think we did all of our house cleaning, right? We all said our things.
Did you?
Yes, he
Yeah,
did, because
I
you said
s-
Ryan T.G. Husk.
Oh yes.
I remember
yes,
that
I
part.
remember that
Thanks,
now.
everybody.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here before more jokes come out of our mouths. Because I have got like 40 more that I've been like biting my lip on because they're just getting worse. So that's it for us. Everybody, please don't take away the like that you did before for us.
Because you know you had
Be
fun.
allowed.
Admit it. You're allowed to admit you had a lot of fun here today.
Yeah,
Yes, you
you
did.
laughed.
Mm-hmm.
And shaking your head counts as having fun.
Yes,
Mhm.
exactly.
Oh my gosh.
So that's it for us. Thanks, everybody. Thanks, Dave Gregory. Thanks, Joel, Terry, Joshua, Matt, the Matt, that is, Just
Oh,
Rosie,
man.
Greg Kenzo out in Hawaii. Thanks to John Davis, of course, Walter, thank you, Linda, and everybody else, One Trek fan. One Trek fan, she says, Ryan, not getting this is the best joke of the night. Thank you. Wait.
Yeah.
That's it for us, everybody. We'll see you next time. And until then, have a fantastic weekend, but even more so, have a chill weekend. You've earned it.